everybody. Thanks for being here on my channel. Today I'm going to tell you all about the details on my third annual meetup, and it is at Rice Ranch RV Resort in Quartzsite, Arizona again this year, December 8th through 12th. You've asked about clarification on pricing, events, amenities, all kinds of things, and that's what I'm going to clear up today if we can beat the wind and the heat. Okay, I'm going to probably read a lot today because I want to make sure that I don't miss anything, and I made really great notes. So throughout the video I'm going to be telling you about the event, but I'm also going to be asking for volunteers. So be sure and pay attention to that, and if there is anything that you hear that you might be willing to help me out with, email me and let me know. And as always on my videos, be sure to check out the video description and the pinned comment because I always leave additional information there. And again, it's hot, so I have to pull my hair up today and it's a little bit windy, but we're going to get through this because I want you to have all of the information because it's going to be a great meetup. The Rice Ranch RV Resort is located in Quartzsite at the corner of 95 and Kuehn, and 95 is the main road that goes like north to Parker and south to Yuma. So it is noisy there at the RV resort, but this year I've moved it up earlier so that hopefully that mitigates some of the noise. And also I'm going to be doing a few other things that should help. For example, I'm going to have kind of assigned sections. I mean, you can, within that section, you can go wherever you want to, but I'm doing this so that it hopefully helps with the noise. And don't worry, we will have the whole place to ourselves. Last year there was only about 75 rigs there, and there's over 200 parking spaces. So it's not like we're going to be on top of each other, and it's not like you're going to be assigned parking right next to somebody. It'll all work out. You have to trust me on this. Let me clarify a little bit more of why sectioned parking, and I made notes, so I'm going to read this. So there's going to be those with physical impairment and mobility issues that need to be close to the group gathering section, and then generators will need to be far away from the group gathering section, as well as barking dogs and those who want to play music and everything. I want to accommodate everybody as best I can. And please keep in mind that you get electricity for $17 a night, and you subtract your $5 dry dock fee that you would be paying to use your generator, and then your cost of gas, and it's only going to cost you a few bucks more to go ahead and pay for the electricity every night. But if you choose to run your generator, that's fine, but just know that you will be the closest to 95. And I'm sorry, but for everyone else's peace and quiet, and because we're going to have some that are there with breathing disorders that are triggered by the generator fumes, it just has to be that way. But keep in mind, just bear with me, there's a lot more details, and I think you'll find a working solution around it. There will be also a separate area for those wanting or needing hookups. So again, I encourage you to pay the few extra dollars, especially if you don't want to be near 95, to park in the hookup section. I hope this is making sense. It made sense when I wrote it. Alright, so here is an update about reservations. So check this out. You do not have to have a reservation to come to the meetup, and you can come and go any day you want to. So don't worry about that. But if you want to make a reservation for your appropriate section, you can. Overflow parking will go in the rows along I-95. So all spots are on first come, first serve or by reservation. To make a reservation, call Sean or Ann. They are the wonderful managers at Rice Ranch RV Resort, and you can reach them at 928-916-4366. Another new change this year, y'all like how I'm reading? I need a teleprompter out here. Okay, another new change this year is that you will be given a color-coded windshield tag once you have paid, and that color will correspond to the section where you are to park. In case no one is in the office, there will be a color-coded map on the outside wall of the office, as well as available inside, so you know where you're going to park. And if you get there and just figure out which area you need to go to, and then call Sean or Ann to let them know that you're there and make arrangements to pay to get your windshield tag or to go on your dashboard. Okay, that leads me to pricing at Rice Ranch, and the wind is picking up. I hope I can get through this. All right, Rice Ranch has gone up on their prices, so if you go to their website, don't be alarmed because they're still honoring our already existing discount, and thank you, Sean and Ann, for doing that. That means that we're getting a heck of a price again this year. Okay, that leads me to my volunteer request number 1. And that is I need someone that's willing to walk around each day and check windshields or dashboards. All I need you to do is count how many tags of each color there are and give me a list of which sites have a vehicle without a tag. And then Sean will follow up with those people. You don't need to, and that he'll see if they still need to pay. If this is something you think you are willing to help me with, please email me and let me know. And I'll need you to be there on the 8th through the 12th so that you can do it each of those days. And please, this is really important. All right, so let's cover arriving early and staying late before we get to all the fun stuff. If you arrive early but will be staying for my meetup, you still need to park in the appropriate section of the appropriate area, please, color-coded on the map. And after the meetup, you can move to wherever you want to. The great news is that before, during, and after the meetup, you get the discount that's being provided us, as long as you don't leave. You can't come and get the discount and leave for a week and come back and get the discount again. But there you go. You get that discount even if you arrive early or stay late. As far as the facilities, there are 2 restrooms on the grounds, one closer to the entrance and one to the back side. And it will be a huge dumpster there for trash. So even if you're just dry docking, you get the amenities of the toilets, the restrooms, and a large dumpster. There are nearby vendors available for propane and water and anything else you might need. And if you have any special needs or special requests, please be sure to email me. Okay, now for the fun activities. Yay! Let's get to the fun part. All right, the first year we had 1 fire pit. Last year I had 2 fire pits, and this year I think we're going to need even more. And I'm making the group gathering area bigger. Okay, the vendor that I normally get fire pits from isn't going to be there this year, so that leads me to volunteer request number 2. I need somebody, anybody, everybody actually. I need a bunch of fire pits. That's the bottom line. If you're willing to bring your fire pit, please do, and let us use it during the meetup. At the end of the meetup, I've always auctioned away the fire pits that I bought, but I promise that I won't raffle yours away if you let us use it. And please email me and let me know if you have one that we can borrow. And I'll tell you more about the raffles coming up shortly. Volunteer request number 3, and I'm going to lose probably track of these request numbers, but I'll try to put them in the video description and in the pinned comment, is please bring firewood if you are willing. Last year we had people that went and bought some and brought it back, but I not only need people to bring firewood, I want people to please, please, please email me if you are willing to be responsible for chopping firewood, for starting a morning fire, and for starting an evening fire at 5 o'clock. I will check around and make sure that somebody's going to stick around to put the fires out. But last year what happened was we had 1 or 2 people that ended up being responsible for all of that every time, and otherwise everybody just sat around and kind of waited. And I'm going to not be able to manage all of that, so I want it in place ahead of time. And if I get enough people that email me and say you're willing to chop wood or start a morning fire or start an evening fire, I'll rotate it and let you know when you get there so that not the same person is having to do it every time. Okay, so please let me know by email. Okay, now for the activities and each day. All right, so Sunday the 8th is kind of a check-in and get settled day. And just so you know, that starting on Sunday, that day, that check-in day, the first day, and every day, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I will be doing a 3 o'clock live chat in the around the fire pits in the gathering area. The sun is really getting bright. I will be doing a 3 o'clock live chat in the social gathering area around the fire pits, and I am letting you know that because I want everybody to come and be a part of it that wants to be. The more the merrier, right? And I'm only going to do it for 30 minutes. And the reason that I'm doing that is because I don't want to have to edit and publish videos during my meetup this time. I want to be available and have fun with you guys. So I'm just doing a 30-minute live chat every day at 3 o'clock in the social gathering area. Of course, a lot of my friends are YouTubers, and I hope they will be there. I know some of them are going to be. And so there are going to be people there that will be doing videos, but don't worry. I don't hang with, and I don't know anybody that goes around and puts a camera in your face without asking. So if you're camera shy, don't worry about it. Still come join us. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's not going to be obnoxious, I promise. I know most of the YouTubers that are going to be there, and they're just not like that. So come join us and have fun, but do know that there will be cameras rolling probably the whole event. I hope so. I hope everybody shares it. When you get there, there will be a printed schedule available in the office, and you can get that at any time. I'm also going to have that up on Patreon probably later this week, and so if you're a patron, be sure and watch for that. Okay, so let's get to the fun stuff, the things that I have planned and the announcements around that. Okay, like I told you, in the afternoons at 3 o'clock, I'm going to be doing a live chat around the fire pits in the group gathering area. And so that will be true on Sunday at 3. And then Sunday's just kind of a check-in and get settled kind of day. So we will just gather that afternoon at 3 o'clock, and we'll go over any questions that everybody has. I'll point out where the restrooms and everything are, but I'll do my live chat at 3, and then we'll just hang out around the fire that afternoon. And so Sunday's kind of just get to know each other day and hang out. And then on Monday, starting at 10:30 every morning, I will be doing an announcement where I give you any updates to the schedule. And also, that's a good chance for you to be able to let people know if you have a need. It can be anything from something you need fixed to maybe a part you're looking for, or maybe a resource. You never know what people will come up with, and this will be your chance to let everybody know what your need might be. It's also a chance, if you have something for sale or a service that you want to offer, that you can let other people know about that. But I just want you to know that there will be no free pile this year. Last year everybody left, and I looked over at where all the firewood and everything had been, and people had just left stuff. There's no free pile at Rice Ranch. If you got something you want to get rid of, the announcements is the time to do that. And so that kind of leads me to my request number 4. I think that's the number I'm up to, is that you, if somebody has a mic and amp that they can bring, or even, I don't know, would a karaoke machine work? Not that, I mean, we might do karaoke, who knows? But I'm just thinking that it will be better with some things that I've got planned. So hang on and I'll tell you about that. So we'll meet at 10:30 every morning for announcements and just a greeting, and hopefully earlier than that if I get enough people that will rotate and do a morning fire so that we can maybe even have coffee together. But at 11:30 we'll meet around, those that want to go to lunch together, we will meet at the fire circle, because I will have arranged with a vendor every day for a discount. And so I need you to meet at the fire circle though, and not go ahead of time, because they're expecting us as a group. That's kind of the arrangement I made with them to get the discount, and sometimes they even have special seating, and so they want me to come up front and let them know about how many came with me that day and where the discount line starts. And last year I had people going early and still asking for the discount, and that didn't go over too well with the vendors. So anyway, we'll meet at 10:30 for announcements and 11:30 to go have lunch for those that want to. In the afternoons, I already told you I'll be doing a 3 p.m. live chat just for 30 minutes. And then here's what we've got for Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday afternoon. Okay, for Monday afternoon at 3:30, we're going to do demos. So if there's something you want to know, let me know in the comments below. What do you want to see? What do you want to learn? Do you want to know how to empty your black tanks and gray tanks on your RV? Do you want to know how to change a tire? Do you want to be able to check your engine fluids? Install solar? Make your bed? I don't know. Grill outside, or train your dog, or prepare for bad weather, whatever it might be. Leave me ideas in the comments below. And likewise, if you're willing to present a seminar or a short class, like an hour or 2, depending on what it is, and have people at your rig, email me, let me know if you're willing to do that, and I will coordinate everything. And then Monday morning at the 10:30 announcements, I'll let everybody know what's going to be happening at what rig, and you can go from there. Okay, so Tuesday morning is the 10:30 a.m. announcements, the 11:30 lunch, and then at 1:30 we'll do a vendor walk. What I do is I go around and I see if there's any new vendors that have good prices. I see if my favorite vendors are back, and I take you around to the different ones that I know are reputable and have good deals. And then at 3:30, again after my 3 o'clock, y'all are getting this, y'all don't need me to keep repeating that. So 1:30 is the vendor walk, 3 o'clock my live chat, 3:30 we will have a seasoned veteran nomad question and answer panel. And if you have been on the road for full time for 3 years or more and are going to be at my meetup and you will be there on Tuesday afternoon, please email me and let me know, and be willing to sit up front and answer questions of those that need your help. You remember what it's like to be a newbie, so please let me know if you're willing to be on that panel. So Wednesday, do y'all need me to repeat it? 10 a.m. announcements, I feel silly. 11:30 discounted lunch with the vendors, 3 o'clock my live chat, and this time at 3:30 we're going to do a group picture. And so I've got an announcement for after the group picture, but for the group picture, if you can't stand for any length of time, please bring your scooter or chair over to where at the group area where we'll be doing the group photo. And if you have ordered any of my new merchandise, which by the way, special announcement, drum roll please, it will be available as of November 1. I'm working on it right now. So by November 1, I will have a launch of new merchandise and stickers, and I'm so excited about it. So stay tuned for that. So when you come to the group picture on Wednesday afternoon at 3:30, be sure you bring that. If you don't have merchandise and you've ordered my book, please bring your book. That'd be cool too. Or both. And so for that, I have volunteer request number 6. I think it's 6. Please bring a ladder if you have it, so that those that can be on the back row we can kind of move people up and stagger people. That would be very, very helpful. So my request for that is volunteers to bring ladders, and no falling off of them. None. Zero. Zilch. After that, on Wednesday evening, which will be our last evening together, I'd like to have a potluck dinner, but you guys, I don't cook. And you don't want me coordinating the potluck dinner, so I need a volunteer for that, and that's volunteer request number 7. I need a potluck coordinator. And then Thursday morning, for our final morning, and again hopefully we'll have morning fires as well as evening fires, I will be holding a raffle. Every year I buy an indoor-outdoor patio there in Quartzsite at one of the vendors just for the meetup to have outside my van, and I'll do that again this year, and that'll be one of the things that is raffled away. And if you have any quality, new or near new items that you can donate to the raffle, please have them there by Monday morning if possible, by the 10 a.m. group, and people can, I'll get a volunteer that will collect the money for the raffle items. But this money at the end of this year, when we do the raffle Thursday morning, it's going to go to the Animal Relief Fund of La Paz County. Believe it or not, La Paz County services Ehrenberg, Quartzsite, Parker, and the surrounding areas, and they have an animal shelter in Parker, but there's no humane society. Quartzsite and Ehrenberg don't even have animal control services. So that group works out of Parker, but they service that entire area, and they work really hard to make sure that strays get their medical needs met, and shelter and placement, and hopefully their forever homes. So the raffle this year at the end of our meetup will go to it's Paws of Parker on Facebook, but it's the Animal Relief Fund of La Paz County. Okay, so stay tuned for updates on the meetup. I flew through this because it's just a talking head, and I didn't want you to get too bored. And the meetup is still on tomeander.com, so you can go there and check it out. Again, check out the video description and the pinned comment below. Leave me comments, that's always very helpful. And I will be putting the tentative schedule and things like that on Patreon. Please consider becoming a patron for at least, it's just as minimal of $1 a month. I don't log on to Facebook or anything anymore. I use a software that posts photos for me on Instagram, and evidently that goes over to Facebook, but I don't log on to Facebook anymore. I don't do newsletters, I don't do emails, I don't do blogs. If you want any updates from me and to stay in touch with me, the way to do it is spend $1 a month and become a patron. All right, so let me see. Is there anything else? Oh, yes, Tuesday, December 8th is my 4-year anniversary. I have been out here 4 years. It's hard to believe. I'm almost giddy. And Fancy Free is just so beautiful and perfect. And her tour will be coming up. I think it's actually scheduled for Wednesday, the day after. So tomorrow night is my 4-year anniversary, and you get to meet my very special new traveling companion, my little new doggy. And actually, he is 4 years old, and it's his birthday tomorrow. So it's 4-year anniversary for me and 4-year birthday for my new puppy, and you get to meet him on the premiere, and it's at 5 o'clock Pacific, 8 o'clock Eastern. I always get that mixed up, but I think that's right. So look for that link and join me tomorrow night on my premiere, December 8th. Thank you, everybody. See you down the road. You need more at the corner of I-95. Whoops, no puppy. Let me that are triggered. All right, so let's cut. Sorry, I keep frowning. It's because of the sun. But oops, I've already told you that on. Did I? I hear a raven.